There is evidence that not all is well in the real economy, and it may be artificially propped up. Today, I read an interesting article on CNBC.com written by Annie Nova titled Biden Administration Seeks to Avoid Default Crisis for Student Loan Borrowers as Garnishments Resume. Before I begin, did you notice the word choice used by this author? The word crisis was selected to define what could happen. The author referenced a memo obtained by CNBC from the U.S. Department of Education, where a top official indicates garnishments may resume as early as this summer. The author went on to say there were around 7.5 million federal student loan borrowers in default in 2022, and that grim figure has led to comparisons with the 2008 mortgage crisis. Then, the author explained how people have been shielded from consequences because of the COVID-era pause on federal student loans and then Biden's on-ramp program. Here are my thoughts. First, my heart goes out to people who are struggling financially and are in a situation where they may not be able to repay their student loans. Now, some people can be very harsh, and they might say people took out these loans and they need to repay them. Please understand, I'm not suggesting there be student loan forgiveness. In an ideal world, everyone could pay back their student loans. Unfortunately, some young people thought going to college would be their ticket to riches regardless of what major they selected. Some took out these loans when they were only 18 years old, without fully understanding the future ramifications of the debt. Some tried to follow their passion, and then they graduated and found out no one wanted to hire them or pay a livable wage for what they studied in school. Now, that's not the case for everyone. Some people never graduated for a variety of reasons, but they still have the debt. Some of these individuals may be working low-wage jobs and they still have this student loan debt hanging over their head. Then there are others who were more strategic. They selected a good school, they researched the labor market, they selected a major that would result in gainful employment, they graduated with skills that are in demand, and they were able to secure high-paying employment and service their student loan debt. In my opinion, the government should have never kept these student loan payments on pause for as long as they did. I feel like it was just a way to make the economy look healthier than it was and keep it artificially propped up. If millions of people don't have a student loan payment to deal with each month, they can spend their money into the economy at car dealerships, stores, restaurants, or they can take vacations and support the tourism industry. And Biden's SAVE plan helped some people with reduced student loan payments, or in some cases, no payments at all, depending on their family size and income level. I have to wonder if that will continue under the Trump administration. If it doesn't continue, imagine the financial implications. Some people are barely scraping by right now with a reduced student loan payment. If that plan goes away and they have to feel the full brunt of a regular monthly payment, who knows what could happen? I think a lot of people will feel some financial pain, and it could have implications for the economy at large here in America. Getting back to the article, the author said, federal student loan borrowers in default may see their wages garnished starting in October of this year, while Social Security benefit offsets could resume as early as August. Well, my friends, I think we could start reading about some very bad things this fall. Did you note that the author mentioned Social Security? That's right. There are retired people surviving on Social Security who can still have that garnished for unpaid student loans. With the cost of living in America right now, imagine being on a small fixed income and then it starts getting an offset because of unpaid student loans. Now, the Biden administration did make a change in 2024. Those with a monthly Social Security check under $1,883 per month can protect those benefits from offset. From what I understand, That means people who bring home more than $1,883 per month in Social Security are still fair game. We haven't heard the last of this. I suspect we will see some fireworks later this year. But what do I know? I'm just some guy on YouTube. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Now here is some more bad news I read today. This was on Yahoo Finance, put out by MoneyWise, and written by Sarah Lee Kane, titled, "Americans are defaulting on credit cards at record levels, says new report. Here's how to protect yourself in 2025. The author of this article referenced bank reg data, which revealed that $46 billion worth of credit card debt was considered as write-offs by lenders in the first 9 months of 2024. This is when a creditor determines a borrower is unable or unwilling to pay back what is owed. The Financial Times indicates credit card defaults are at their highest level since the recession that began in 2008. Isn't this interesting, my friends? The Dow was up approximately 700 points today, and Bitcoin touched $100,000. But we have a potential student loan crisis and a credit card write-off situation, which we haven't seen since the Great Financial Crisis. My friends, all does not appear to be right in the world. Now, this next bit of information will shed some light on this comment of mine. The BLS shows that the average household in 2023 spent $77,280 on necessary expenses, such as food, housing, and transportation, which was up 5.9% from the prior year. But the median income is only $60,580. This may be why some Americans are relying heavily on credit cards to survive. It seems like a lot of people here in America have been helping to keep the economy propped up with the use of credit cards. Perhaps you know colleagues, friends, or family members who are up to their eyeballs in debt, trying to maintain their standard of living. If you do, tell me about them in the comment section below. Now here's some bad news for people with a particular skill set that at one time was heavily promoted at secondary and post-secondary institutions. I read this on Yahoo Finance, put out by Futurism and written by Victor Tangerman, titled, "Zuckerberg Announces Layoffs After Saying Coding Jobs Will Be Replaced by AI." According to the author, Facebook will be cutting around 5% of its staff. The company is looking to replace mid-level engineers with AI. Mark Zuckerberg also said 2025 will be an intense year. Well, my friends, I hate to hear about this. My heart goes out to the people who will be losing their jobs. I hope they can find a new employer who will value their skill set, or I hope they can pivot to a different line of work that pays enough to support their lifestyle. I hate to think about people out of work for a long time. That is not good for the American economy. The layoffs mentioned in this article are not the first. I have reported about layoffs from a variety of different companies in the past year. I suspect we will hear more about layoffs this year. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.